So Tom, we're at Fleetwood Farm here today. This is your 8th meeting of this type.
Correct, yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about yourself and your connection to Fleetwood Town.
My connections to Fleetwood was started off a long time ago actually. I lived in Wyre Street, born in Wyre Street, which is about 100 yards away from the football ground. So my first experience of Ivory was Speedway, would you believe? So we used to go across as kids, 6, 7 or 8, watch the Speedway, watch them flying around the outside of the football pitch, cinders flying all over the place. And when we got older, we used to nip on football fields on Sunday afternoons and have a kickabout, attack and defence and all that sort of thing. So that's my first experience of Fleetwood.
So you mentioned the stadium there. I bet that's changed a lot since you first went to it.
Without doubt, yeah. You see, the main stand then, the grandstand as they called it, is still there behind the new stands. And I saw Tui's interview the other day. He was on about the bath. The bath was about 1 foot deep, about 3 inches of water in it, and you came out as bad as you went in on a muddy day. That was it.
Yeah. And you mentioned one of your former players that you used to play with then?
Alan. Yeah.
And so you get to meet all types of former players of Fleetwood at these type of events. Yeah. Just how much do you value being able to do that and being able to share memories and memorabilia?
Well, it's a great. Everybody says the same, and it's true. You know, everybody wouldn't say the same if it wasn't true. It's a fantastic place they've got here. It's just unbelievable. You never ever. I mean, people used to climb over the football ground when we were kids. There's no chance of that now. But when you come to places like this, you see people that you don't know because they're different generations. But you eventually get to know them, and they put on a good do, and it's nice to get out for a couple of hours and meet old people.
Yeah. And so the facilities that you've just mentioned in your interview, obviously, Fleetwood Farm, yeah, quite new, very different to in your day.
It was a farm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing like this at all, just fields, cows and sheep and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, so obviously the facilities will help the first team in their bid for promotion and success in League One.
Fantastic.
With the new manager, just how far do you think this team can go?
Well, all the vibes are good. All the vibes are brilliant. The forum the other week was fantastic. Not a bad word was said about him. Joey's going to do a good job, and you can feel it. And it sounds daft like, but you can feel it's going to be a good season. And everybody's saying we can't wait for it to start.
Yeah, none of us can wait for it to start. But in the meantime, we've got the World Cup to bide our time with.
Yeah.
England, you saw them get through the other day to the quarterfinals. Just how far do you think they can go in the tournament?
It's within them, isn't it, now? Favourites against Sweden. Who's the next one after that?
Russia or Croatia.
They've got to have a great chance to get to the final. Never have a better chance. They've got through the toughies. The first 2 games, which they should have won anyway, which they did do, but the last one, they're a rough lot of lads, like, you know, but they got through it, and there's no reason why they can't get to the final.
So you're hoping for success in this World Cup?
Well, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
As for going back to Fleetwood, what do you think, just of, in general, the club's progression from non-league to where they are now? Just how good is that for you to see?
Well, I'm 71 and a bit now, so I never thought I'd see it. I don't think anybody thought they'd see it. From when they reformed to now is absolutely astonishing. The ground, who'd have thought the ground, we had little tin sheds and all things like that you could climb over, like I said before, but as it is now, it's class, isn't it? Class for Fleetwood, and it's fantastic, and everybody says the same because it's true. And with Joey at the helm? Well, with Joey at the helm, well, he's got connections all over the place, that guy, hasn't he? He's a young lad, 35 I believe. He must have connections, and all these people who can't quite get in, the Burnleys of this world and all things like that, he must have a shout to get a couple down at Fleetwood. And you think one day that we might just maybe see this club in the Premier League? I don't know about that. I'm not going to say that at all. Right? No, I don't think he'll get that far, but I hope so. Maybe the Championship, who knows? Yeah. You know, we give it a good go 2 seasons ago, but yeah, who knows? Who knows what the next week brings, or next year. Thank you for your time today.